Hello, my name is Caroline Efford and I'm currently pursuing the International Skills Diploma seal.
How has your international coursework impacted you as a global citizen?
I've taken a few classes that I would categorize as international. One of them being world history. World history really just gave me a basic understanding of, for example, like the history of Europe. And when I went to Paris in 2014, I was able to point out monuments, understand what was polite and what wasn't polite at French restaurants. And really, when I was in Europe, I understood, like, from world history, the Roman Empire and how it expanded, and it was just cool, and I got to see all of that. So I also took graphic design for 3 years, and what was cool about graphic design is I focused on communicating my messages through pictures and symbols, because symbols are global and universal. And for example, being able to communicate through a language barrier really showed me that I had to put the entire meaning of what I was trying to say into my piece of art or my logo. So, next question.
What course did you find the most beneficial for you?
Honestly, I would have to say world history, because it really, like I said earlier, it gave me a general understanding of the history of like each continent around the world and how cultures come together and how they diffuse. And I think because I have that basic knowledge, I can take it deeper in different countries, and yeah.
What do you plan to do in college and in your career to expand your global citizenship?
In college, I plan on minoring in French. My major is going to be environmental engineering, and what I really want to do is travel to France and French-speaking countries, and just learn how France integrates all of their renewable energy into their suburbs and just into their culture. So yeah, I basically plan on minoring in French and then using it to help me in my environmental engineering major.
How has your global community service project impacted you as a global citizen?
I apologize, my brother's being really loud. The global community service that I have done has been Habitat for Humanity and North Fulton Community Charities. With North Fulton Community Charities, which is a charity that isn't directly affiliated with any international community, but I have had that international feel because the charity adheres to a very large Hispanic population. So volunteering through that charity helped me realize that even though we're in the United States, there are still people from other cultures that are struggling here. For example, I adopted over Christmas a family that I could give presents to because they weren't able to financially support themselves. So that was cool. I just got to see that. And with Habitat for Humanity, which is an organization that has locations all around the world, I really got to see when I would build the houses and help paint and caulk the the moldings. It just humbled me because I realized that all around the world, all people really need are simple shelters, and I would meet the people who were actually going to buy the houses, and I just got to see how they were, and anyway, it just really helped with Habitat really helped me. It just gave me a connection with, potentially I could go overseas and work with Habitat. I could work with the Peace Corps. And lastly, community service wise, this summer I'm going to Haiti on a mission trip. But instead of evangelizing, I will be helping repair the infrastructure in a Haitian village. So I can hopefully use those Habitat skills over there, just to help, like just repair walls and like put bricks back together on houses, or the little huts and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, any other questions? I'm interested in pursuing the International Skills Diploma Seal because I really want my competencies in the French language to be globally recognized by employers, by schools, and honestly, just by my family. That'd be cool. If my French skills were recognized as competent, I really think that a potential job with a French company in a French environmental engineering firm would come more easily, and achieving the seal and earning the seal is just a great way to recognize all of the hard work I've done in my school coursework, and to recognize the community service that I've done.